Microblading skills, BrowBeat Studio Microblading certification. Microblading is performed with the pulling or swiping motion of a manual pen and a set of extra fine needles implanting pigment under the skin's epidermis. This process is easy to say, but it isn't easy to do in an actual situation. That is why there are eyebrows done poorly, making some people afraid to undergo this treatment. However, microblading trainees are professionally taught with the necessary skills to perform microblading properly. Acquiring microblading skills professionally. Trainers offer microblading workshops live and online. They usually require no previous experience, and the professional trainers have years of experience working in the industry. They understand how overwhelming it can be to be at the beginning, with the patience to explain everything patiently in a language that a student will understand. These factors help beginners learn the skills quickly. Basic microblading skills. It is easy to buy makeup in the cosmetics store, but microblading tools are as pricey as the high-quality makeup. You can consider microblading equipment as an investment. However, a microblading tool is just a sharp object if you cannot use it properly. That is why microblading has professional training. These microblading skills are the first to learn when you undergo microblading training. Skin reading. The first thing that artists do is choose their canvas. For microblading artists, it is their client's skin. Professionals need to know if the client's skin is fit for microblading or not. There are also skin types in between and techniques applicable for each skin type. Microblading is a careful craft where artists face different skin types every day. That is why skin reading is one of the first microblading skills to learn. It's essential to know about the skin's thickness, tolerance level, and breaking point. Microblading artists need to be able to tell if a client is eligible for microblading based on their skin type and skin condition. They don't just start cutting the skin without any consideration. If they are careless, they might do a bad microblading job, or worse, wound their client. You cannot learn all of the other microblading skills without mastering this one. With this skill down pat, the development of other skills will follow. For instance, knowing the thickness of your client's skin will help you determine the proper depth in which to microblade safely and correctly. Skipping to learn the skill will undoubtedly lead to an undesirable career. That is why this skill is a priority for microblading trainees. Skin stretching. Microblading technicians don't just cut the skin, they stretch the client's skin first, no matter the type of skin the client has. Mastering these microblading skills will lead to getting better strokes. If they don't stretch the client's skin, the microblading tool will cut the skin, but has undesirable results. One of the best ways to improve your microblading skills is to practice sketching on artificial skin. There are unique patterns provided by microblading trainers. Those patterns are specialized for microblading artists to work on different sections of the brows efficiently. The secret to stretching is flattening the skin in 3 opposite directions, the 3-point stretch. Keep in mind that the flatter the skin, the easier it is for you to make a clean, sophisticated stroke, as the skin surface is free of wrinkles and bumps. Depth. This certain microblading skills needs the most caution. It is because microblading artists work under a millimeter of skin depth. Microblading penetrates the skin to a depth of only 0.08 mm to 0.15 mm. At this depth, the pigment deposits into the border between the epidermis and dermis. As a comparison, a human hair is 0.02 mm to 0.18 mm, which means microblading depth range is more refined than a human hair. It is not easy to attain this level of precision without professional microblading skills. Microblading at the right depth is essential to getting great results. If your strokes are too shallow, you will only be able to touch the epidermis, meaning the pigment will not be absorbed well and will not stay long. On the other hand, if you go too deep, you may cause some scarring. As previously mentioned, the key to achieving the right depth is really about knowing how to read the skin. And this is certainly not easy, as every client will have a different skin thickness. For the color of the pigment to stay, you will have to microblade into the upper dermis. Angling. Like makeup eyebrows, angling is necessary for microblading. However, this skill needs shorter, more delicate, and more precise strokes. The required level of angling for makeup eyebrows is for the whole eyebrow stroke. However, for microblading, angling is applied for each hair stroke. Microblading skills are necessary to make perfect eyebrows are as demanding as this. Natural eyebrow hair has around 250 strands per eyebrow. Since microbladed eyebrow strokes resemble each strand, a microblading artist does about 250 strokes per eyebrow. Each of these strokes requires perfect angling, since every strand affects the whole outcome. To deliver precise and efficient strokes, you'll want an angle of 90 degrees. The microblading needle must be perpendicular to the skin, and all of them should also be in full contact with the skin. Hitting the angle just right is essential to delivering the ink pigment properly. Consistency. Slowly but surely. You can make several good hair strokes, and yet if one of them is terrible, it will be noticed. That shows how important consistency is. Clients always want to get everything that they pay for in full. It's essential to perform the procedure at a slow and steady pace. That's right. You should be mindful of your rate the entire process. Focus on each stroke, and do not be in a hurry to finish, as this will compromise your results. Learning microblading skills takes a lot of regular practice. It explains why this skill makes the microblading artist recognized by clients. Like any job, regularly producing great work gets recognition over time. Microblading is a craft that changes a client's appearance, leading to a change in people's lives. Join BrowBeat and start your new career. Let's get you started changing your life. Microblading certification gives you a skill, so you can make money fast. Microblading treatments range $500 to $800. So learning microblading can get you earning a six-figure income in a short period of time. Certification fees will be returned in less than 8 treatments. High reward for low time spent. Join our 2-day live video online microblading certification class. Hurry, get the details you need. Our next training will be on Saturday-Sunday. In person, June 20th-21st, 2020. Online, June 27th-28th, 2020. Thanks for reading Microblading Skills Artists Need to Learn with us. If you have questions about our microblading certification training, you may call us on 214-431-5939. BrowBeat Microblading Certification and Training Academy offers 2-day premium online live video microblading certification class. Check it out here. BrowBeat Studio Dallas Microblading Certification and Training Academy. Dallas Advanced Microblading Experts. 500 Exposition Avenue, Suite 210. Dallas, Texas 75226. Phone 214-431-5939. More like this, if you're a salon owner, get microblading training Dallas immediately. Who can and can't get microblading? Take microblading course in Dallas. As women in life, we have a great deal of pressure. Esthetician? Make twice as much by doing half the work. Why becoming a microblading artist? Dallas is the perfect job for moms. Are you working as a registered nurse injector and looking to add more money to your income? Read through our client feedbacks here.